Woy, oi, woy, oi, oi, woy. Yo, people. What we saying? What we spraying? Back again with another stream, and obviously, it's the title race show with Romz. Obviously, just waiting for Romz to pull up. He did let me know earlier that he was going to be running a bit late, so hopefully he'll be here soon. But in the meantime, we can have a little chat with the chat. Give me a second. Cool. So, by the way, obviously, just on the quick thing, yeah, I lost 4 subscribers, and I have a sneaky suspicion that it's either because of Liverpool getting knocked out, or maybe it's some old accounts that YouTube have cleaned away. But don't forget, we're still on the road to 4.3 because we want to hit 5K in March. So yeah, help a brother out with that, man. 4.260. Only 40 to go to get to 4.3. Hopefully, we can make that happen. Oh shit, Romz here. Big up, bro.
My bad about this work stuff, innit?
No, that's cool, bro. You haven't got anything to apologize about, man. I'm just appreciative of the time that you make to do the show. I know that you do a lot in it. Outside of obviously, there's bare people in the chat in it, and
probably waiting to cook, man.
Yeah, so obviously, big up everyone in the chat. Yeah, can't lie, big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you're heading over to Football Verbal and showing Rom some love over there. You get it. There's a lot to talk about today, innit? Big up, always on side. Big up, Kizzy inside. Gunner K. Big up, Twisted Fate. African Badman. You know what? Mustafa's there.
That's a cold name. I said African Badman. Yeah.
African Bad. Do you know what? Yeah, just on a quick sidestep, because maybe yeah. Because I was on Twitter yesterday, and I saw his video came up here. And what happened to African Child?
Bro, you know what's crazy? Me and my boy were speaking about this a couple of weeks ago. Bro, he just back 1 minute he was here, next minute he just vanished.
He's gone. Yeah, I need to know where I can't lie, yeah. He was slightly ahead of his time in terms of the content that he was doing. He was slightly ahead of his time, innit? But I just wondered what happened to him, because I was bare confused, innit? But yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, look, I just wanna make it clear, yeah, because obviously we've only got about an hour, yeah, and I don't really have any real intention of trolling you about going out to PSG in the Champions League, innit? That's not my intention, innit? I wanna. There's a few things that I want to talk about. I think it'll be more productive than me just trolling you in it, because I can troll you anytime. I got your number in my phone. I can call you. I can troll you. We're gonna do a streams.
I think you'll agree. Since me and you have worked here and known each other, it's never really been a trolling between us. Like, don't get twisted. There's times we would you might have me out at you, but predominantly it's more logical. Do you get it?
Yeah, 100%. It's only on Twitter we troll each other, and I'm happy to. I'm happy to keep the relationship that way, innit? There may be at the end. Look at this. Man, them stop breading each other.
This guy, bro.
But you know what? Yeah, there's a few things I want to talk about. So look, obviously, yeah. You've gone out of the Champions League, yeah. And one thing that I think will be interesting to kind of get your opinion on, because I was thinking about it this morning, yeah, is look, obviously you've had a good season. It's been some would even say great season so far, yeah. And at this point, you're probably going on to win the league. Like, the odds of you not winning the league are probably so high that anybody that does put money on it and it does turn out to be the case, they're laughing. They can probably go on holiday for the whole year on it. But one thing that I was thinking about, and maybe draw a bit of comparisons, yeah, is if you look at the Invincible season with Arsenal, yeah, we was mad in the league. Like, in the league, everything was mad. But you could argue that we didn't do enough in the cups. We went out in the FA Cup to Manchester United. We went out in the League Cup to Middlesbrough. And we went out in the Champions League to Chelsea. Now, do you think, yeah, let's just say, figure of speech, yeah, well, hypothetically, say you don't beat Newcastle in the final of the Carabao Cup. Do you think that people will start looking down on this Liverpool team of this season, just like how some people kind of question the Invincible team because you were so sick in the league, but it ended there?
Do you know what, bro? Like, I think in the moment, I think even some Liverpool fans and rivals as a collective might, because through a season, expectations change, bro. Once we got to about November, December, and we were like maybe 6-7 points clear, it was like, yo, we can win the league now. Like, slots proven enough. Remember, it was always that thing, oh, we've hardly played anyone above us, and then we'll just playing teams and smoking them left, right, and centre, yeah. I think and bro, I'll concede this. Man, them call me. I thought the treble was on. A treble, sorry, not D, but A treble was on in it because obviously Sunday, and I backed us in the Champions League. Like I said, Kaz will tell you, like, before ball got kicked, I said I think we win the Champions League this season. So man's got egg on my face, but you'll know this better than anyone, Hooks. You back your team in it, and I genuinely thought, yeah, league, we won't win it because I think there's two teams better than us, and our manager is an unknown entity. Yes, he's got success in Holland, but we still don't know how he's going to fare in the Premier League, bro.
Yeah. But
once he showed, once there was a sample size, I know he could hold his own in the Prem. I was like, cool. Let's look at the other cups now. FA Cup was jarring because I don't like to lose at all. But like, we rotated heavy in that, but it's still annoying. Every competition I'm in, I want to win, and I know you're of that same opinion. But I feel like during the season, like for these next month or two, I feel like you're gonna look down if it's just the Prem, because it's like, hold on, we were capable of winning all three. But then I think in the summer, when the dust settles and you start thinking more logically, our manager's coming in his debut season and won the Premier League. That's one of the big two. Do you get it? Like, one of the big two. So I think we're going to look down if we don't win the Carabao Cup and it's just the Prem, only for the foreseeable. And I think in the summer, when the dust settled and you actually look back at the season, we won the Premier League, bro. Do you get it? Like, the cold hard truth, we won the Premier League. Do you get it? So with a new manager, but it does have that feeling because, bro, I'm gutted, bro. You'll get some Liverpool fans that are trying to do the sugarcoating thing, yeah, but we're still in the Premier League. But I've always been Champions League over Premier. This is where the banks come in. Oh, but that's because you went 30 years without one, and I get that. I get why people hold the Premier League in higher regard because it's over 38 games, a longer period. You have to show more consistency. But Champions League is prestigious, bro. Like the grandeur of it, like you're with Europe's elite, like all the best players to get. So I've always held Champions League over Prem. Obviously, if this season, if I had to pick one, and this was even before we got knocked out, before anyone says, oh, you're just saying this because you're knocked out. Even before we got knocked out last night, I did say, for me, it has to be the Prem because I've only seen one in my lifetime and I didn't even get to see it like that. So I would have to pick the Prem. But next season now, if you ask me Champions League or Prem, it's back. I'm reverting back to type, bro. Like, actually, no. I want to go back to back, but I'm going back to champ. So to answer your question, bro, that directly, I think it would be looked down upon only for the next couple of months. And then in the summer, when we actually deep, I think the day of the parade, when we're like, you know what, cool. If we only win this trophy, it's still one of the biggest. Do you get it? Like, we're going to parade. So, yeah, I think there'll be an element of looking down the season because we're capable of much more. Let's be honest, that we are. But then again, take nothing away from PSG over both ties. They deservedly should have went through that, and they did go through. Let me just keep it a buck now. Like, I didn't think they would. Anfield, you get it. I back us against anyone at Anfield, but bro, if over the 180 minutes, more than that, over the 210 minutes, they deserved it, bro. And it's have you seen Top Boy when when Kano's out to Bashi? You got wrapped up. It's cool, innit? You're gonna have to eat that one. That's what you lot are saying to man right now. Like, I have to eat that. Do you get it? I have to eat that.
That is funny. Oh my, you gotta eat that one. That's crazy.
To be honest with you, what I did last night, yeah, if DG's still watching it, this is why I didn't answer him. Obviously, the goal's near me. Man, them know the owner, so he shuts it at 12, innit? The minute, what's his name? Curtis Jones missed his pen, and they only have to score one out of their last two. Yeah. Bro, I went because he leaves it open till midnight. I put my phone on D&D, bro. I went to kick ball. You know what they say? Sometimes when you kick ball, like nothing else matters. But you get it was jarring because man's going to kick ball, and man, they're like, "Oh, you don't got knocked out. You know, I'm watching that. I'm getting corned before socials and that. Man's getting corned. Kicking ball, bro. So I thought I'm getting away from this, and then man was cooking me same way. But Hooks, my head was gone yesterday.
I can imagine.
Gone.
I can imagine. Because do you know what? Yeah. So I don't know. I have this. I don't know, man. In my head, yeah. I want to say that you maybe approached the game wrong. I don't know, like, because it felt like you was just mad open. Like, it just felt like you turned the game into like some basketball game. Like, it was just bare end to end, like end to end. There was bare space, like, because you was like so high up on the field. It was like, yeah, PSG just always getting their moments to transition. You arguably gave them more chances than they probably should have had in the game. But then I think at Anfield, that's kind of expected. But I don't know. I just feel like you, man, weren't in a position where you needed to really worry about grabbing a goal mad quick. And don't get me wrong, like Salah, like he had 2 chances at the beginning of the game. If he scores even just one of them, you go through. In my personal opinion, I predicted you to go through. Like, I was one of the most shocked people. I was one of the most shocked people when I was watching. I was like, raw. I actually can't believe. Like, do you know what? I don't know. Maybe it's unfair for me to say, but I feel like at times they just bullied you in the midfield. Yeah. And you know what? And for me, that kind of goes back to like at least what I believed about Liverpool, and it's true about Arsenal as well. If you, man, were really serious about doing something this season, you would have invested in January. And now you're just at a point where your players are tired. Like, you can see it, you're watching it, your players are tired, like crazily tired. And I was even to the point where now, cool, you got Trent pulled up with an injury.
I'm saying from now, yeah, from what I looked, I've not seen, they're still going to undergo testing. I think he's out for the rest of the season, isn't it? I think he's got a ligament in his ankle, maybe even his knee. The way his ankle's planting in the ground, I think he's out for the rest of the season, personally.
See, now, that's mad, yeah. I don't know, is Conor Bradley fit?
He's about a week. He won't be fit for Sunday, but he's about a week away. He's about a week or 2 away. And even Konate, man, was saying it's cramp. But that sometimes cramp and hamstring, you can't tell the difference. Man was holding it, you get it. Hopefully it was just cramp. But going into Sunday, and you know what? Newcastle fans, yeah, separately, are just licking their lips right now because I know they've got no Botman, they've got no Gordon, and they've got no Lewis Hall. They've got big absentees themselves, but forget Konate potentially and Trent indefinitely injured for Sunday. We played 120 minutes, bro. Do you get it? So do you get it? They're going to be the fresher out of the team. I know they obviously had to travel to London obviously the day before, but they're going to be slightly fresher as well. So I still think we get the job done, but they're going to be licking their lips at that, bro. And I can't lie to you. You know, you're saying, do you think we approached the game wrong? I think in hindsight, that's easy to say, but the first 15 minutes, Hooks, bro, we should have been 1 or 2 ahead. Obviously, we weren't, but we should have been 1 or 2 ahead because I've always said Champions League and a lot of Real Madrid are the best at it. You know, it's won in moments. Like, it's won in moments. You don't necessarily have to be good over 2 legs. We saw Man City, the season Real Madrid beat us in the final, when Vinny scored the goal. Man City battered them over 2 legs. Moments, bro. I remember even when we beat City 3-0 in the season that Salah got injured in the final. Bro, we scored like 3 goals in like 20 minutes against Man City at Anfield. Tie was essentially done from there, bro. Like, the amount of times we killed teams off in moments, I think that first 15 minute spell was the moment to kill PSG. Because like I said, great block by Nuno Mendes. As much as I'm saying we should have, it was exceptional defending from them. I actually think over both legs that it's 2 teams where they were the better team. Rightly so, they went through. But I still think it's 2. That picture's crazy. But I still think it's 2 teams that were both going at it. It's not like one battered the other. You could say maybe in terms of play style, they battered us. But scoreline suggests it went to penalties, essentially. But I just feel some might say maybe start Nunes. But Nunes is a weird thing because Kaz even said it yesterday. Nunes will be good as an impact sub. The man will say he should start. Then he starts and does nothing. Do you get it? So it's easy just to say he should start. Obviously, I know he done his thing against Southampton, but even that, at the weekend, I was at the game. Bro, that was only second half. First half, he was atrocious. Do you know what I mean? So He's something else. Not even last night. What's his name? Snap. I forgot his name. He just put out that chat. Not even just last night, bro. Bettina, and I think most people admit he's been the best player over. Big up Snap, but he's been the best player over the whole time, bro. Like standard, he's been the best.
Yeah.
Both games were run through him. Do you get? But I think we approached the game all right, bro. I just think after that 20-minute spell, they got a foothold. They scored against the runner play, similar to how we did at their ground.
Yeah.
Because I think we were better than them first 20 minutes. Then they took the reins. The technical ability was evident. They kept the ball better. They won the midfield battle. Like, Salah's trying to do something he's incapable of. You don't have the legs. Why do you keep trying to beat Nuno Mendes? Like, bro, just play inside. And then normally crosses that pull off for him are going back post, or Donnarumma's just collecting it. Listen, Jota's my favourite player, bro, but he's been poured. You know what? We were saying as a fan base, I'll say as a fan base, if Jota stays fit for the whole season, we win the league. Big up Talking Reds every time. Big up Damon. But we were saying if Jota stays fit, we win the league all season. The irony is we're winning the league and he stays fit all season, but not in the way we wanted him to. We thought if he stays fit, he's winning with banging goals left, right, and centre. He's not scored in 11, bro. And this is my favourite forward. And he was spooky yesterday. Diaz, I think, out of the three was the live wire. Like, there's many times he was running inside, spraying it to Salah, and Salah weren't really doing enough. Mons calls it the Blafricans. You don't do well against the Blafricans, bro. You don't. But yeah, literally what Mitch Mitchell said. Mitch Mitchell hit the nail on the head. Like, we want the league this season, but fans that saying you get the fans that are trying to do that meme hooks, that picture where you're angry but you've got the smiling face on top of the mask.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of Liverpool fans do. Like, even I'm behind the mask, but they're smiling in front of the mask, bro. I was pissed, and Mitch Mitchell, he described it perfectly, bro. Like, it still hurts because that's a competition that means, no pun intended, means more to us. But back to what you're saying, I don't think we approached. Like, I think we approached it calmish. That how we approached it, we couldn't sustain it. Does that make sense? So that first 20 minutes, we couldn't sustain it. And you made a good point when you were like, that you look like you're gassing out. You just look knackered and that, and you look tired. It's mad. These were the things that we were saying won't happen because of the way Slot plays now. But essentially,
True, you know.
These are the things we weren't saying was going to happen. I think we might have gassed out now, but a bit later than we did last season, because by this time last season we were kind of gassed out, and obviously things have gone our way, as in we've obviously stretched that gap. Where let's say you don't want even to win a few games, we have to lose a few. I still think there's that safety buffer, so we might have gassed out at the right time. But there's me saying that we got a 2-week break now, but then most of our players are captains for their international, so they're not going to get that rest. Do you get it?
Yeah, exactly. This is what I've been. Do you know what? Yeah, just quickly before I go into that.
Big up, Beans is my guy, bro. He's hilarious. Big up.
I want Beans in the chat. Yeah, famous man. Big up. Big up Beans every time. You get it. Still waiting for you to jump on the channel. You know what I'm talking about. But by the way, before we delve any further, the one thing that I don't like here, I don't like weakness in it. You know what I mean? I don't like weakness, and I can't lie. 46 likes is very weak.
That is poor.
And you man know round here. You man know what the settings is round here.
Strength. No weakness. We don't do weakness.
You get it? We don't do weakness, So we gonna have to fix up that like thing right now, Now, do you know what, You man, do you know what, Look, this is why I'm actually becoming increasingly more angry with Arsenal. Increasingly more angry with Arsenal,
I know what you're gonna say.
Because we're now watching you, we're watching Liverpool go into a spell, and it may not happen, but from what we've seen so far, i.e. the gassing out, i.e. few injuries now, you get it, i.e. they're all going to be going, all of your stars, so all of your best players, they're going to be playing for their international team, so they're not really getting a break.
We've got 7 to 8 international captains, bro. So it's not even like they're going and they might not play. They're playing, bro.
They're playing. So you're not. It's international break, but it's not a break. So these men are coming back even more tired. Yeah, because it's not just playing games in international break. They're going to be training as well. So these man, I don't know how many days. Do you know what I mean? Yep, the traveling as well. So, by the way, I'm looking at it because the one thing that I called out about this title race the most, yeah, is I envisaged you man dropping points that could bring Arsenal back into it when you man play Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal, Brighton back to back.
Yeah,
this is what I said.
You said that from the jump. You said that from the jump.
Oh, from the jump, and we're getting to there, but because my team's been shit and been dropping points, yeah, I don't even if you man crash and burn now. I don't even know if we can catch you up. Like, I don't even know. I think you man, do you know what? You man could fully just lose maybe 2-3 games and it wouldn't change anything.
Bro, that's how about 4, bro. I think it's about 4's maximum, or lose 3 and draw 1, and we'll still be calm. Like, we'll still have a buffer.
If you lose 4 and caveat we beat Chelsea, and then the other caveat we win. The 4 times you lose is the 4 times we win, then we'd be on level points. But
do you know I can see hooks as well? Yeah,
it's so dead.
I like this in the chat. If we beat Newcastle this Sunday, I can see us having a nice end to the season. I think we will win the majority of our games. However,
if we lose, get basically essentially knocked out, because as much as we'll be losing in the final, it's still essentially getting knocked out or something, can it? Or in fact, no, it hurts more because you go. It's losing. It's losing. We don't need to sugarcoat it. It's losing.
Bro, we basically lost 2 cup competitions in the space of 7 days, bro. I can see we won't lose against Everton. I think Merseyside, that's our next game. I'm actually going to the game, so I think that's a good reaction. But I can see us maybe then losing a few games, bro, because momentum's key. Like, losing your last 2 games in the Champions League and a cup final, then players going off the international breaks. God forbid none of them get injured and they all come back in one piece. Yeah. I can see us maybe going on a little losing run. We still win the league. For Liverpool fans that think we don't win the league, I think that is wrapped up, bro. However, I can see if we lose Sunday now, us going on a little run again. Momentum's key. You kind of saw with Liverpool, we don't lose, but we go in spells where we might drop points, and it's never just one. It's normally consecutive games. I think United and Fulham were back to back, I believe, or maybe there was a game in between. But United and Fulham, both of them draws were in close proximity. Everton, Aston Villa, close proximity. In fact, back to back, both of them were draws. Do you get? So, yeah, man, I just feel. Oh wait, actually, Wolves was in between. But you get the gist that we get draws like in like maybe a 3-4 game period. But yeah, literally, no, for your grind, I agree. Like, yesterday's result don't change anything regarding the league. I can see maybe a dip in form if we lose on Sunday. Sunday is massive now. Sunday is massive, and bro,
is there extra time? Is there extra time in the Carabao Cup final, or is it straight to penalties?
Yeah. Every cup final extra time. I know the rounds like 3rd, 4th, 5th, and that it was straight to penalties. There's extra time still. Probably all the rules apply still.
So. Do you know what? Your worst case scenario is you go all the way to penalties again, and then you lose on penalties. Because then the minutes they would have played, and then I can't lie, losing 2 penalty shootouts in such close proximity. But you've got to start thinking about the mental thing.
Bro, 240 minutes in 7, and you know some of them players aren't coming off. Like Salah's not coming off, Van Dijk's not coming off. Who else is it probably a guarantee starting off? I think actually everyone else probably will come off at a point. Maybe was that possibly not? Maybe they're the 3 that stick out indefinitely that won't come off. I think the rest is up for grabs. But bro, you're right. It'll be a mental thing, bro.
I can't lie, yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, just win the Carabao Cup in it, because like you don't want to imagine a world. You don't want to imagine that world. Like that world is not a good world.
It's crazy, but let me address something. For your grind and Trudon, I hear you. Like there is no game for 2 weeks, but essentially we've only got a week's break from when they come back from the international break. It's FA Cup weekend, isn't it? So both our clubs will have that 1 week break. However, after the Carabao Cup, there's not a break for the Liverpool fans in the chat, because remember we've got I think 8 of our squad are captains for their country, and they will play. Like they're going to be playing back to back, unless some of them do the sneaky thing and pull out. But they might see it as we've won it. Actually, you can't have this mentality as a footballer. This is more fan mentality. But they might see it as we've won the league. Like, maybe let me play for... Let's say Arsenal and Liverpool were 2 points within each other. I think you'll start getting the... You know, the ones where you're faking the injury that, yeah, I'm not traveling. Salah literally did it last international break. Because they had already qualified, the gaffer said, you know what? I know how much he wants the Premier League. I know how much he wants the Champions League. He don't need to travel with us to get, because they had already qualified. I think if you were closer to us, players would be dropping like flies. Should I say. Like, just wanting to stay in their club. But I think because it's pretty much wrapped up. But then again, I'm not a footballer, bro. These men have professional mindsets. They might see it as it's not done till it's done. So, like, we still need to be careful. I wouldn't be surprised if some of our players pull injuries, you know. I can actually see it now.
Well, boy, I mean, like, look, do you know what? Like, I just think you lot could have gone on to have a much smoother end to the season, where now I think that potentially it's going to be a bit more of a bumpy
ride,
rocky ride, which, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know how many points you could have, like, I don't know how many points you would have totaled if you won all the remainder of your games. 97. So you could have, like, I don't know, you could have, do you know them ones where, yeah, won the league, but win the league with as high as points as possible? Do you know what I mean? Just so when people look at, like, league titles won, they look back and they're like, oh, shit, they got 97 points, where, you know, it looks a bit different when it's like, oh, yeah, won it with, like, 82 or 84, or do you know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know, man. It feels like you, man, are trying to shoot yourself in the foot. It feels like you, man, are trying to let... Well, let me go too far in it, because I want to see what your next 3 Premier League games look like. But it could be a scenario where it's like, yeah, we're trying to give the league to you, but, like, you're trying to give it back. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like none of us want to actually go in and just take the league. But yeah, I really do like fear for my Liverpool brethren's mental health if the worst of the worst happens and you, man, don't win the Carabao Cup and then you, man, don't win the league, in it. Like, because, boy.
So this is where I step in.
Boy.
Carabao Cup possibility, bro. The league is done. Like,
yeah, the league is done. It's done. It's done.
Bro, don't be saying that then. Just say Carabao. Just say Carabao, bro.
Hey, it's done. I hear it. The league is done, but I'm just saying the league is done by, like, looking at it with like logical eyes in it, realistic eyes in it. The league is done, in it. But the league is not mathematically done. You can, like, if you, like, over a 10-game period, if you drew 5 games, lost 2, and won 3, it's peak.
Yeah, but
like, exactly, it's peak. Like, I need you to know that it's peak.
But then let me give you this scenario. Then I know you love a scenario. Let me give you this scenario. Bro.
Yeah, love scenarios, man.
Let's say again, I don't think you're gonna get to the semis. However, you believe you are, and you've got every right to. When man says this, that you're backing your club, that's you, in it.
Not just me though, because I was actually going to ask about your opinion on this. Your manager thinks that Arsenal are one of the favourites to win the league. In his post-game interview, he said that his favourites, who his favourites are is Barcelona, Arsenal, Madrid, Bayern. He said it in that order.
Fair.
So what I'm saying, you, man.
Let me give you the scenario. Yeah? Let me give you the scenario.
You man say I'm crazy. It's not crazy as well.
Let me give you the scenario, Hexter. If you, because you're going to play one of the Madrid team. Me personally, I don't think you go through, but we've seen mad things happen. It's not like you've got zero chance. Or anyone says you've got zero chance, you've not watched football long enough. Like, of course, you got a chance. But let's say you somehow get to the semis.
Yeah,
I think we play you within that week. I think it's wedged in between.
Yeah.
It's wet because I remember everyone saying if Arsenal and Liverpool both get semis on the draw, obviously it can't happen anymore. We'll play each other 3 times within 8 days.
Yeah,
I can see, and I think most Arsenal fans would want this. Obviously, it depends how the results before that go. But let's say we were winning that. Let's say we win our next 3-4 Premier League games. I think we might even have it wrapped up. But let's say we win 2 and lose 2, but we still have a healthy gap. I think I can see a world where Arteta puts all his eggs in the Champions League and probably rest players at Anfield. I can see that, bro. I can genuinely see that. And I think a lot of Arsenal fans won't be aggrieved because they're like, you know what, the league, a lot of them accept the league's done. But let's say you get to the semi somehow and you come to Anfield. I just think you'll rest players, bro. That's another reason why I think the league's done as well, because that scenario happens, it's mad. If you don't get knocked out in the quarters, then I don't know. I think you don't be at the beach for your last 3-4 games. Because you've got Newcastle, your last home game at Emirates. Eddie Howe's got Arteta's number.
Not at home though. Not at home though. At home, we always beat them.
Bro, they beat you 2-0, bro.
No, in the Premier League. In the Premier League. I'm talking about in the Premier League.
Oh,
in the Premier League.
Fair.
In the Premier League.
But,
in the Premier League.
I just think they're going to be battling. Like if they win the Carabao Cup, they get conference anyway, which they just want Europe at this point. But you've seen that battle, bro. It's like 4 or 5 points between like I think 4th and like 10th, bro. It's crazy. Yeah. They will still be trying to end the season as strongly as possible, and I think their running's actually kind. They might give you a game. That's why I just think the league in every way, shape, or form is just done. But I hear your logic. Like if it was to lose Sunday, back to what we were originally saying, there could be a slump. I'm not gonna be ignorant to that fact, bro. That there could be a slump because and if you say extra time as well or penalties, that would be 240 minutes played in 7 days.
Yeah,
most of our players play for their international. I see someone saying, "Oh, who else other than VVD, Alisson, and Salah?" Sabozza's captain of his country, Endo's captain of his country, Andy Robertson's captain of his country. That's 6 already off the bat. I feel like I'm even forgetting someone. But we got around. Say it again.
What about Diaz?
I think it's James Rodriguez. Ooh, but Diaz has captain Colombia, but I don't think he's their actual captain. I think he fills in from when James Rodriguez ain't there. But we've got around, I think it's 6 minimum. The 6 off the top of my head, they're the 6 that are international captains. But even the ones that aren't, Jota goes with Portugal, Nunes goes with Uruguay, Gravenberch goes with Thingy. Everyone goes with everyone. I think even when Messi's not captain, I swear it's actually I think it's Enzo Fernandez. But I know McAllister's captain Argentina a few times, whether it gets past to him. But yeah, bro, it's mad. We just need to get back to winning ways because you know the beautiful thing about football, bro, Hooks. Things I've forgotten about very quickly, and football changes like that. One result can change like that. And if we win the cup now, the morale's boosted again. It's 2 out of the 4 potential trophies. So, yeah, bro, it's literally that thing.
You clearly don't know my manager, though.
Bam.
No, yeah, like Romz clearly doesn't know my manager because he thinks that Mikel Arteta, if he's in the semi-finals of the Champions League, is going to rest players at Anfield. He thinks that Mikel Arteta is going to give players rest and give up on the Premier League. This brother could be like, I don't know, 10 points behind in the Premier League with a possible like 12 points left to get. And you think he's resting players for the Champions League? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Not a chance in hell, blood. Like this brother, with 10 point gap and 12 points left to get, bro, he will give Saka all the injections in his leg, to play at Anfield. He ain't resting nobody. But yeah, this is why I'm vexed. I don't know how. I'm just vexed, man. I'm just vexed. Why am I vexed? Why am I more vexed than anybody, bro? You, man, should be the vexest. You, man, should win out the Champions League, but I'm more vexed than anybody, bro. Because literally, the things that I was saying would happen, they're now starting to happen. But my club can't capitalize on it, because they've been shit. I'm actually so annoyed. It's actually...
That's why you always said you want to be... That's why you always said you want to be within, like, 5-6 points going into Anfield. That's why you said that. But then, look, don't you think you're being a bit, like, cool? I feel like you should have this energy if we lose on Sunday because, bro, we've not been great for the past month. Ask most Liverpool fans, but that's the sign of champions, winning when you're not being great. But this is my point. In terms of results-wise, we still had good results of recent, bro. Beat Southampton. Come on, like, get the lax up, chat, man.
Yeah, man, 100, let's go.
Beat Southampton, beat Man City, beat Newcastle. 2 draws, that was where the kind of blip was. But, like, cool. In terms of performance, maybe it's faulted the past month, but we still got the results, which, like I said, sign of champions. You know what you're saying? Everything that's happening is happening. It's only one loss to PSG, bro, like one elimination. If how you're feeling now could be valid if we then go on to lose our next 2. But it's only been one game, bro. Don't you think you're going to... Because we now win our next 2-3 games. what you thought hasn't
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. I hear what you're saying. I'm thinking about the worst case scenario. I do hear it. But if in the case of the worst case scenario, yeah, if I swear down, yeah, if we beat you at Anfield and don't win the league, I swear to God, oh my God, I'll fight Arteta. If I see Arteta, I'll fight Arteta in it. Like, do you know what? Yeah, actually, do you know what? I don't need to worry about all that now. Don't need to worry about all that. Do you know what? One thing I want to get your opinion on there, because I think it's another good talking point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that and people relax, yeah, because I know a lot of people are gonna get vexed when I say this, yeah. But I think that Liverpool are very similar to Arsenal. Because
in what sense?
If Salah don't do anything, nobody else is stepping up. Or at least nobody else stepped up in the big moment. I'm talking about the big moments now, because I know across the season,
the only player I can say that
Diaz has scored.
Gakpo,
Gakpo.
He's the only.
Yeah, but
really,
like I'm looking at Liverpool and Salah the same way I'm looking at Arsenal and Saka. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, even though I think that Salah played shockingly bad, yeah, in the first leg. I think he played a bit better in the second leg, but still not the levels that he should be playing at. Yeah. I can't just bust the gun at him, innit? Because really and truly, other people on the pitch should be stepping up. Diaz should be doing something. Jota had a god-awful game.
Yeah.
God-awful game.
I can't defend
God-awful game. You had Nunes should have done more when he came on. When he came on, I felt like, I don't know, it didn't feel like he had the hunger to make something happen. Like, he looked like he was just strolling about. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was weird because the game kept on going in and out of phases. It was like, cool, one moment I feel like
Liverpool is high, then it
drops.
And
then it drops, and then at one point, like, it just felt like, especially in normal time, it felt at points, and then definitely in the second half of the extra time, it just felt like PSG got this mad control over the game. Like,
you know what, bro? If I have to go through like let's say front six and even the subs, because I think when it comes to back four, Trent was playing what he normally does, a few penetrative passes to Salah and that here and there, but then got injured. Konate, yeah, I've seen our fans giving him a stick, and I've always said I think we overrate him as a fan base. Remember, overrated doesn't mean bad. It just means you rate players to a certain level that I don't feel they should be at. Konate's class, but I've always said he's overrated, and people that have been watching me for years know this, yeah. But this is where I got to defend him. Our fan base are giving him a lot of stick, saying, he was at fault. Like, why is he clearing it to let Dembele tap in? You do know if Konate don't make that challenge, Dembele taps it in anyway, because he got in front of Szoboszlai. So that was a good challenge by Konate. It was just unfortunate it bounced off Konate and went to his blind side. Van Dijk, I think, was decent, but he's had better games. Robertson, I actually think, played well. That might be an unpopular opinion. I feel like he was getting up and down quite a bit, and he put in a lot of good crosses, and no one was meeting them, right? But when you go to the midfield three, McAllister was just being industrious. Gravenberch is tired. He has been, not tired as in bad people, but tired as in he's genuinely fatigued. Szoboszlai was poor decision making. Salah just didn't use his head enough for me, because he was kept crossing the ball when we know that we don't really have to hide. Donnarumma was just intercepting the crosses, and he kept trying to beat. You know how much times Diaz was the best out of the bad bunch, in my opinion, because Jota was poor, Salah was poor, in my opinion, a bit better in the second leg, but first leg, but I expect that he's at home. And then I think Diaz, the amount of times Diaz had the ball and was cutting inside, playing it to Salah, then Salah tries to beat Nuno Mendes or gets across and that gets intercepted. I think Salah's IQ weren't the greatest. However, there's a moment where Salah puts it on the plate for Diaz, and he should hit it first time. He tries to check back.
Yeah.
And this is what I say to Liverpool fans, that Diaz, for me, is a purple pack. Ever since, do you remember the injury he got at the Emirates when Partey ran into him? He's been apprehensive since then. Some say, his dad affected him mentally. Yeah, it will, but we can't just keep using that excuse. And then he had a few injuries here and there between. But I've said I wanted Diaz gone in the summer, right? And I was getting told to give him apologies 2 weeks into the season. Look what he's doing. I'm like, cool. When I've seen a good 6 months, I'm not reacting in it. But Diaz, I've been saying I feel like we can get better on left wing. Kvaratskhelia, you literally text me during the game. Kvaratskhelia, the fact both of our clubs let him go to PSG.
Not even both of our clubs, bro. Man City, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I cannot believe.
I need to bring up Salah's the inevitable king mode. There's a Ramadan comment, bro. I'm literally speaking to you now, Salah. You're normally Ramadan's when you up the levels, bro. Ramadan Salah's has been cold. You've seen Ramadan Salah be cold in the past, but I agree with you, Hooks. I just feel like across the front three, we were poor. I think Diaz was the best out of a bad bunch. But yeah, like, I don't know what happened yesterday. Like, for me, we only played well the first 20 minutes. I think after that, it was kind of anyone's game. Whenever we broke, like, similar to the first leg, like, nothing was really sustained in that. Even them, they weren't as clinical as let me not say as clinical as they were first leg, because they didn't score, so that wouldn't make sense. But like, I feel like first leg they were more potent, even though they didn't score. This game, we had a bit more of the ball, as we probably would, because we're at Anfield and that. But I don't think they were as big up Hennessy. I don't think they were as like potent in that. But
Kvara had a few chances. He had a few shots cutting in from that.
Yeah, he had a few. Other than Dembele's goal, though, he didn't. Barcola was quiet. That's why I think he got hooked early. Yeah. That Desiree Doué, he done his thing. He came on and he was again. Do you see the shot here? Where it looks like he flicks it with no backlip and it just skims the post. Do you remember in extra time, bro? My heart.
Did you see when he did the reverse flip flap in the box?
Yeah.
Bro, what? I was watching it, yeah, and I was like, raw. Like, off the top of my head, yeah, outside of maybe Neymar, I don't think I've ever seen someone do a reverse flip flap in a professional game in a Champions League knockout.
Yeah.
Away from home. In the penalty, bro, I couldn't believe it. I thought, raw, does this brother not realize he's playing Liverpool? Like, to do them things, he must think that he's playing, I don't know, against Cheltenham or something. Or Dagenham and Redbridge, bro. Yeah. Bro, you see that Doué guy, yeah? I want him.
Do you know who I need to pick up? Do you know
I want him, man. I can't lie. I want him. I can't lie.
You know, I'd only seen him in like 1 or 2 PSG games in the league, and I thought he looks like a bit like a Doku. Live will beat his fullback, but won't really have end product. I was wrong, bro. He's cold. But do you know who I need to big up from that PSG team? Arguably, after Vitina, man of the match. And I think everyone in the chat will agree, and I think you would agree. You see William Patro, bro. And let me tell you something about William Patro, yeah? We were linked with him. And big up Cal from Coppish. I remember me and Cal saying, aerially, he don't look the greatest. Bro, he told me and Cal to just shut up, bro. Because, yeah, Patro or Vitinha. I think Vitinha's probably man of the match first game. I know they say you can't be man of the match in a loss, but if you have eyes, you saw how that game went. For me, Patro made some clearances. Made some cold blocks. He's cold. You see PSG, yeah? If they get out and out, I think they're out and out number 9 away from actually winning this competition. I think they could win it this year, but I think let's be honest, their front three are all predominantly wingers, innit? But once they get that gun, man, I know people are going to say Goncalves Ramos, but let's be honest, we gassed him up after a World Cup. None of us really knew much about him.
His penalty was nice, though. His penalty was very nice.
Yeah, very. You know, he's never missed a penalty. They said it in commentary as well. He's never missed a penalty. But for me, they're like a Gyökeres or an Isak or an Osimhen away from winning the Champions League, bro. They just need that out-and-out 9. But they are very good out. You know what it is? They would attack as 11, but defend as an 8 when they defend with 8 men, because Messi, Ronaldo, and Mbappe weren't really defending like that. Plus, there was this fixation of getting the ball to them. everyone sees themselves as more equal now. They're more cohesive. They're more of a team. I think that I'll say it now. Yeah, they're probably going to win the Champions League within the next 2-3 years. Enrique, a bad boy manager.
Yeah,
they're cold. They're cold.
I'm not gonna lie to anybody though. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. Barcelona's winning the Champions League. I'm not gonna lie to anybody, bro. Like,
you reckon?
I'm not gonna lie to
Look,
anybody.
you know, at the back they're open. Like, don't let Benfica fool you. They're open at the. I think it's Madrid again. Personally, I think it's Real Madrid. Like, I just think it's Madrid.
I'm not gonna lie to anybody, bro. Yeah, so before I did the watch along to the Liverpool game, I was watching the Barcelona Benfica game. Yeah. By the way, Lamine Yamal, yeah, bro, he's on a different stratosphere, bro. Like, to think that the brother is only 17, bro. Did you see his assist?
To Rafinha, ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous.
Bro, I'm still sitting here now thinking, I don't know if he meant it or not. But then I'm looking at the technique here of how he hit the ball and the way that the ball moved, and it makes me feel like that's what he meant to do.
See, Mick was saying it's a shot. He meant that, bro. I don't think that was a shot.
This is the thing. Because I thought it was a shot, yeah, but when you actually look at it, yeah, because you see Rafinha make the run. So I'm thinking that he just must have some insane tech.
Wait. Hook, sorry to cut you. Rastamouse is telling me how cold Yamal is. You know, the receipts are there. Man, them in the chat. You know. I've said he's the best player on the planet from the Euros, bro. I said I've seen enough. I think this guy's cold. Maybe it was a bit reactionary then, but I genuinely think there's not wingers better than him, bro. And I know some people say don't go early in that, bro. He's a joke. He's a joke. Man was saying Rodrigo as well, but back to what you were saying, Hooks, that was intentional. I'm like you. I first said that's a shot. Like, that's a shot. But when the more you watch it, it's intentional, bro. And even the goal, like, a lot of man would think, let me just rust this. Let me use power. That hardly had any power, bro. It was just mainly precision, bro. He wrapped it. Bro, you know them shots you wrap so much, it looks like it's gonna end up outside the post, and it just comes in last minute, bro. Fam, he's a joke. He's 17 now, but big up rest of the mouth. But he's 17 now, but at 16 he's scoring equalizers in semi-finals and that, assisting Nico Williams in Euros finals and that. Bro, don't play with him, bro. Like, some people saying he might be like another Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati weren't doing what Yamal's doing at his age. He might have been Barca's. He might have been, I think, Barca's youngest ever goal scorer, but he weren't performing in the magnitude of games that Yamal was. Maybe a few El Clasicos in that, but you can't compare the two, man.
When Yamal is like 23, 24, 25, 26, bro, it's dark for everybody. Like I already said, bro, like, by the way, if I ever meet Josh Kroenke, I'm just going to tell him, bro, just break the release clause. I know it's $1 billion, yeah, but just break the release clause, man. Have the conversation, break the release clause, yeah, because I feel like this brother has the potential to be a player that is worth $1 billion.
I hear it.
I can't even lie. And do you know what? And to say that, I think is so mad, because to think, yeah, that there's a human that can be sold for $1 billion is crazy. Because $1 billion is mental. Like, that's mad numbers we're talking about now. Like, that's crazy numbers. But I think that, you know what? Like, I'm slightly hoping that Wanyeri can have a similar sort of impact on Arsenal that Yamal's having at Barcelona, because then it will ease it a bit, because I'll be like, all right, cool. He's not Yamal, but we got our kind of Yamal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then I'm sitting here thinking, Wanyeri, he's never going to get the chance to be as free as Yamal, because Arteta's just too system heavy. So then it makes me think, cool, to get the best out of Wanyeri, maybe I need someone different at the helm. I can't lie, I'm looking at the way PSG are playing football, and I'm thinking, you know what, I wouldn't mind that Enrique, you know. I wouldn't mind that Enrique at Arsenal. I wouldn't lie. Oh, thank you, Ghost, for reminding me. Yeah? You said that after the penalty, the Jones one, you went to kick ball. But did you see?
I've seen it. So
you see Van Dijk talking to the over PSG
and Khalifi, whatever his name is,
and Campos.
Both of them, bro. Like I said, I put my phone in DMD, kick ball, and went to sleep. So this morning when I was on my way to work, bro, I'm just looking at all of like trolling and what's said and that. Bro, I see all of the big Liverpool outlets saying this don't look good and that. Bro, I'll be real. You can't sugarcoat that. A man is speaking to the owner and the director, bro. Like, I'm not saying he's leaving in it, but that's worrying. That is worrying. Like, that's worrying. Who's the article from?
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
Actually, no, he's actually right. 1 minute.
I'm not gonna lie. The optics, yeah, of that are not good at all. Like, yeah, Bron Breaker, the optics of that are not.
Do you know what? It's from one of our biggest correspondents, Paul Joyce. He rarely gets stuff wrong. Virgil van Dijk has admitted he remains in the dark as to whether he will still be a Liverpool player next season, with no breakthrough in talks to extend his contract.
Well, by the way, wait, VV exclusive. VVD might leave. Had to change the title. Let's talk about it, Romz. Let's delve into this one for a bit, because this is Wait, let me get it. Cause this is a big one.
Look, and now Paul Joyce is just saying Real Madrid have officially put in an offer. We already knew this for Trent.
Wait, where are you seeing? I'm on Paul Joyce's page. Where are you?
Oh, basically, I think he does like a YouTube thing, whatnot, or a podcast, and a lot of our outlets just dissect what he's saying. So I don't think he officially tweets it from his account still.
Okay. Well, by the way, people, yeah, we need to get some more likes, yeah, because we're about to talk about something Mazzolini, yeah. So the likes, I don't think they're 100 yet. If they are, correct me. But if they're not 100, it's defo.
Is it a colour thing? Is there a colour thing about that? Is there underbelly colour thing that?
Alright, so Romz, chat to me, yeah.
Look, keep that thing up from Culture Latest News, yeah. Do you know what? Out of these three, you lot that have been watching me all season, I've always said Hooks, you can vouch. I accepted in September Trent's leaving, so I'm not going to speak too much on Trent. I think his best friend's in Spain, nicer weather, won everything there is to win at the club. Like, I'm not one of them Liverpool fans that are going to be aggrieved if he leaves, in it. I wish him the best. But Van Dijk and Salah are the two I said would stay. So I'm about to speak about both of them, yeah. And you know what? Out of the two, I was more hellbent on Van Dijk staying, because you know the Telegraph, but the Dutch version of Telegraph, they were like, yeah, Van Dijk signed. They're just waiting when to release it in that. Bro, I think Fabrizio's now said something.
Oh, it's getting long.
It's getting dark. We don't need this before.
It's looking real Gotham in Anfield at the moment. Oh, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen next season. If anyone says they do know, they are lying to your face. Wow.
Do you know it's a Castillo thing right now? I can't lie. It's not looking good, bruv.
It's not looking good, bruv. It is therefore not looking good, bruv.
Cool. The way I see it, yeah, I think when it's all said and done, still, I know we have to speak on this, and this ain't me being optimist. This ain't me being like just biased to my club. I feel when everything's said and done, I do think Van Dijk stays in it. Salah, I'm very now 50-50, but Van Dijk come out saying all of this before a cup final. It's not the greatest of timing. Like, I know obviously the interviews are going to do their job. They have to ask these questions, but
yeah,
just kind of keep it in the bud. You don't need to be releasing this before a game. We don't. But it's not looking good. I'll be real. It's not looking good.
Oh, it's not even release it before a game, bro. We've just seen Van Dijk speaking to the PSG owner and the PSG sporting director. You just got knocked out of the Champions League.
Yeah.
And I'm a man saying this, bro. He should have dodged all the questions. Oh, yeah. That's your captain, you know.
What? Do you know what's mad, bro? Do you know what's mad as well? Like, I said this. Call me crazy or whatnot. I said Van Dijk and Salah staying are the difference between us being in the top 4 battle and us retaining. Yes, I said it. I didn't start retaining the league, going back to back, because I believe you lot got work to do. Man City are going to go through a transition. They're going to have a big exodus of players. And I know people say Pep is Pep. You still have to make them players gel. You saw in his first season when he had a full new squad. He didn't win anything in his first season with City. I do believe if Salah and Van Dijk stay, we go back to back. I truly believe that. But if they leave, cool. I know a lot of Liverpool fans will still have confidence. Look what Slot's done. But Slot's doing this with 3 out of our 4 world-class players. If 3 of them cut, I'm sorry, you can't replace. You know, one player you could replace Salah with, but we're not going to pay this release clause and we're not going to pay the wages. Harry Kane. I don't know if you've seen Harry Kane, but 67 million euros release clause. If we activate that, he can replicate Salah's goals. He just can, innit? But my club don't do that, so I don't know why that's wishful thinking.
I hope that my club in the summer activates Harry Kane's release clause.
He's a gooner. You saw him at the Invincibles parade, didn't You see him in the kit with the red hair down. But
do you know what? Yeah, he solves our
You know, I'm sorry to cut you, man. Don't listen in the chat. I literally said it's probably not going to happen. But everyone always says, who could replace Salah? No one can replace Salah. That's someone that can replace his output. Like, no one can tell me Harry Kane can't replace Salah's output. I think they're both the same age as well, both 31. I think Harry Kane.
But people don't, because obviously I said, I wouldn't. I said I wouldn't mind Enrique at Arsenal, and man was telling me that I'm a flip flop. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't even say Saka. I said I wouldn't mind Enrique at Arsenal. You know what I mean? If Arteta does end up leaving, but then apparently I was a flip flop in it. But Harry Kane solves. Well, he would if Salah. See, this is the thing here. People don't understand. If Salah leaves Liverpool, you're not replacing Salah. You're replacing his output. Literally. It's not about replacing Salah. You have to replace his output. And I think Harry Kane easily does that. With the greatest of ease. This
is what people in the chat are hard of hearing. I literally say, this is why, bro, sometimes you literally have to say the sub point before the main point so people understand. I literally said we wouldn't pay his wages.
You're a better footballer than Mo Salah. I'm very confused. What are we?
Yeah.
What are we doing? We
wouldn't pay his wages, but that's 67 million euros. That means that's probably about 58 million pounds. Yeah. That's kind of in our remit. We paid 60 odd for Darwin Núñez, bro, unknown entity. Forget the trajectory and the age. Harry Kane is guaranteed gold. But I know my club. We won't go for that. But if you ask me what I would do, that's one player that is available in the summer. And actually, there's me saying we can't pay his wages. Hold on. If Trent, Salah and Van Dijk leave, 3 of our highest earners, yes, we could. You know what? Why am I'm getting swayed by the chat? It is feasible. It's feasible. Yeah. And it is a possibility. We're in Champions League football. Literally, bro, breaking. People don't listen, innit? They just they don't actually listen to what you're saying. But, bro, like, I've just deeped it. I'm getting swayed by the chat. If Salah, our highest earner on 350k, and I think it goes to 500 with bonuses a week, Van Dijk and Trent will leave, bro, that probably frees up at least, what, $1 million wages, bro? Just under $1 million wages. And Núñez we're probably going to sell. Diaz or Jota probably go as well. I don't want Elliot to leave, by the way, but Elliot's looking at me saying, wait, you know what, Bunny, that's a play we should be going in for, Hooks, because look, his game's not reliant on pace. He's more of that kind of false line thing, but then you can do the out-and-out number 9 thing as well. We should be all over that. Because
you don't lose your penalty taker as well.
There you go, bro. There you go.
Well, I'll be honest, yeah. If the Premier League teams that make it into the Champions League this year don't break that release clause for Harry Kane,
not serious, isn't it?
They're not serious.
Not serious, bro.
They're not serious.
Let's say City don't have to. Marmoush and Haaland,
City don't have
to, in it because they tried. But I spent they put in 100 million something a couple of years ago and got rebuffed, but. when I look at the other teams that probably make it, he won't go Forest, even though if they get Champions League. Let's be honest, he won't go to a Forest. And I think Forest do get one of the 5 places. And let's say it's a Chelsea or a Newcastle. Or I said, listen, it could be anyone. But I think he would only go to... Out of the English clubs that qualify for Champions League next year, I think he only goes to Arsenal and Liverpool. If we activate that clause, he only goes to one of us. And do you want me to be honest, Hooks? For him, as much as we know he's a boyhood gooner,
he would go Liverpool.
Yeah,
he knows that, like, he knows if he goes to Arsenal, it's peak for him. But
and you need to understand as well, Hooks as well, these footballers are humans. That you see when Gerrard was going to go Chelsea in 2005, man are at your door. Man are at your family member's door, bro. And it shouldn't be like this, by the way. I'm not condoning this. But if Harry Kane, that been accepted, Harry Kane is going to Arsenal now, Spurs fans will be at his gaff, bro, or they'll find out where he lives within. It shouldn't be like this, but this is how fans are tapped. Do you get it? So if it'd be a bit different, though. It'd be a bit different. Like, it'd be a bit different from the Sol Campbell scenario, though. Yeah, but it's still going to Arsenal. I know it's not directly, like he left to come back, but it's still Arsenal, bro. Tottenham's, is it? I swear he's their high. Is he their highest ever? Did he get more than Greaves? Yeah. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I know George is in the chat. George, let me know. I think he's your highest ever goal scorer. It might still be Jimmy Greaves. I can't remember, but he's up there. He's 1 or 2 in it. But like, bro, yeah, I think he's second. Yeah, he's second. No, second. Bro, he's up there. And yeah, Kane. If we were both in for him and we both activated the clause, he'll come to Liverpool still. No, he'll get good wage. It's easier for him. Yeah, it's easier for him as well. Less headache, man. It's absolutely less headache, innit? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if it seems a bit. It seems a bit dark. Thinking of it, I would love Harry Kane, because you know what? People think this is FIFA. Rebellion, big up Rebellion, by the way. Rebellion chat says stop playing FIFA career mode, but it's a FIFA mentality to think a player's washed after 30. If you've seen, look, Benzema won a Ballon d'Or at 34, yeah. Yeah. CR7 was playing at Juve United at 35 plus. Zlatan come to United in his mid-30s. Bro, players, if anything, nowadays I feel like players are aging like fine wine. It's like they're getting better in their 30s more than they were in their 20s, bro. Like, people have this mentality. The only thing that annoys me about our remit, we rarely sign players over 30. And if we do, it's for under 10 million. You saw it with Endo. I feel like I'm forgetting other players. But if you're 30 and above, you're coming in for cheap. I can't see us paying, but then 60 million in this modern day market, Hooks, like, it's a bargain. Let's be honest. If you look at the strikers that have gone, Højlund for 72 million, Nunes for 80 odd. You've had Anthony as a winger going for a lot of bread. Like, 60 million for remember, this ain't a player that we're coming in. Oh, will he do it? Will he not? This is guaranteed 25 goals, Premier League goals, minimum, bro. Guaranteed. Not and Aaron, if he stays fit, it's minimum 25 league goals, and then you got assists on top of that. He wins Arsenal the league. He actually wins. He actually just wins Arsenal the league. He wins. Let's say Van Dijk stays and Trent and Salah go, but we sign Harry Kane. I think we retain it again. Like genuinely, we retain it. And if Salah leaves, it's not even just that we'll get Harry Kane. We'll get more forwards as well, because either Nunes or Diaz or both leave, in my opinion. Like. But either both of them need. But bro, I would love Harry. I can't lie, I got swayed by the chat. That's not like me, Hooks. Normally I don't feed in from what the chat say, but I think we should be all over that if Salah leaves. 100%. 60 odd million. We'll be able to give him high wages, just give him kind of what Salah got. And I think I don't know how much he's at buying, but I think he'll take a wage reduction, knowing that he's still competing on both fronts. Come on, man. Come on. Okay. Well, look, yeah, a few things that was got. Do you know? I was going to talk about PSG, but then I thought there's no point. Like we just like we've already got through. We're already through. There's no point. Let me ask a question about that though. Do you think you go strong or rotate? You have to rotate in it. Man, like Butler should be playing Cabia and that. I'll don't rotate, bro. We don't go strong. We will go strong. If we rotate, like, but the thing is, if people say rotate, who do rotate to who? Like in certain positions, you don't really have start a Tierney, start a Butler, start a Cap. PSV are not scoring 6 goals. Let's just keep it. But then people might say that. Say that again.
Yeah, they're not.
They're just not. I know last week when you said it, you were saying it to match energy. No, because everyone was saying we'll struggle, but even like they're not scoring 6 goals. But bro, the way I'd see it, bro, that would break the internet. That would break it. Imagine he goes Arsenal wins them their first Prem in 22 years.
Oh, my God. I would call George every day. Every day.
Yeah, look, Rob Breaker said it. Kivior, Zinni, Tierney, Caviar, Butler. Play the man cool. You know you say rotate to who? I'm literally saying rotate to the man that are on the bench. That game for what you did that. Fucking hell. But rotate to the man that are on the bench, bro. Literally do that. Because, bro, they're not scoring 6 goals. Let's be honest. The 2 biggest clubs in London, Lockinghorn, Sunday and that, don't really want to pick up injuries. And I think 2 weeks after this weekend, I think the quarterfinals are the first week of April or the second week, mate. Second week of April. So you want to keep your team... Just deluded. Bro, you know what I fucking mean, bro? Allow me. Oh, my days. Bro,
he's always learning somewhere.
Rotate to your Caviars, your Butlers, your Zinnies, all these guys. All the guys. You know you're saying you can't rotate. All the guys you literally... You know when man are looking at Arsenal's team and they're like, bro, they've got no one on the bench. Literally them man on the bench play tonight. Like literally play them tonight, bro. I know tonight, yeah, is one of those games, this guy. Well, tonight's one of them games where man that are season ticket holders, they're putting their tickets on the ticket exchange. I bet you can probably go tonight hooks for like 20, 30 quid, bro. Like, I feel like no one really cares for this game. Do you get it? You're going already, innit? I'm just feeling you're going.
All right, DG, man, you didn't get me a birthday present. Let's go, man. What? Do it for 4th Street, man. 4th Street link up. Do it for 4th Street.
Look, you even put 4 laughing faces. DG loves the number 4, you know, from 4 laughing faces and that sky.
Yeah, do it for 4th Street, bro. Do it for 4th Street. I was there before you, but do it for 4th Street, innit? Let's go, man. Do it for 4th Street, bro. He's probably not gonna do it, innit? But yeah, so yeah, like I don't see the point in talking about that game. I was gonna talk a bit about the Chelsea game, but you know, I think we'll save that for next Wednesday, and we can talk about the wrap up of the Chelsea game. Obviously, big up everybody that tuned in today. You know, I didn't ask too much today, but on your way out, if you can like the video, if you can subscribe to the channel, not just mine, but also subscribe over to Football Verbal as well, where Romz and his people do the mad thing. I am going to be sending you over to Never a Foul, where I am going to jump on. I don't know if Romz is jumping on, but I'm going to go jump on it for a tiny piece. So head over there, slap up the like button, and I'll catch you next time. Come on, you gonna.